Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball. Game 5 is in the books. What a performance. Toronto, Trey Yesavage makes history. Wait it for the standings of this one. Let's talk ball. Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Ha-Seong Kim, no bat. Where is he?
MIA. Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball, presented by SeatGeek. Use code JAM Playoffs for 10% off your playoff tickets. And all of our special playoff editions of Talkin Baseball have been presented by T-Mobile. Whether you're streaming, checking stats on the road, or at the ballpark using that magenta status and those perks, T-Mobile is with you. Head on over to T-Mobile.com/network if you want the best network. Speaking of the best, that is Trevor Plouffe. I'm Jake Storielli. Rob Sirocco's producing. Dalt's on live, stats and info. And this isn't giving away the series. We might be heading into the last game of the season on Halloween night after a savage performance, Coach Trev. How are you?
No, don't do that. No.
What did I do?
That's bad. You have no idea how long I was trying to spend on the Twitter, AI thing, trying to put Ha-Seong Kim's face on a milk carton. I couldn't figure it out. Yesavage, unbelievable performance tonight. I mean, what did it end up being? 12 Ks, no walks, command of 3 pitches. It was dominance, man. And again, I know we've said it a million times, and it's all over the broadcast, but this guy was in Dunedin in April.
Yeah.
Hit every stop. Here he is, just blowing the Dodgers up. First 4 hitters, the studs in the Dodgers lineup, go 1 for 15 against him with a bunch of Ks. So, wow, what a performance, man.
Crazy, and Toronto had another Toronto inning, which is becoming part of the calling card. And yeah, they had a really good graphic, but Dunedin is low A. He then went to Vancouver, to New Hampshire, to Buffalo. Then when Trey Savage started the year, it was probably like, hey, if I make it to New Hampshire, that would be a pretty nice season. Instead, he's pitched in 2 World Series games. He's been lights out of the playoffs. He's a young breakout star from Pottstown, PA. How do you like that?
Do they still have low A and high A? I thought it was just A ball, double A, triple A.
It's A, but if it ain't high A, then what is it, Pa?
I don't know. What does that mean?
I don't know. Should we get into the game?
I'm waiting for you, Coach.
Oh,
I got my
yeah,
lighter right here.
Maybe we wrestle again this morning? Let's get into it. It's down to a best of 3. Can you smell what Blakezilla is cooking as he tries to be the Rock for LA against Yesavage? Nasty, splitter, can't hit. He's Yesavage. As Trey is the stallion for the Blue Birds. Top 1, pitch 1. David Schneider, the electrician, brings a jolt with the leadoff homer, and pray he doesn't bring that lip tickler around your lady. Top 1, pitch 3. Junior looking like a senior. Vladito goes yard. It's 2-0 Jays. Bottom 3, October Kike. Look at the hair. Cuts the lead in half. It's 2-1. But Dalton racks up the stats on a triple. And Ernie adds an Ernie to Snell's day with the sac fly. 3-1. It would stay that way into the 7th, but it was no 7th heaven for Dodger fans. Bam Bam Barger walks it in on the wild pitch. Here we go. Here we bow. One more time. Has Toronto feeling fine. Here we bow now. RBI single. And not only that, but the kid is an absolute savage. Trey ends the night with a 2-ball, 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 12 Ks, 0 walks, 1 earned run. Yesavage to Sir Anthony to Hoffman. Blue Jays take Game 5, 6-1 final.
I believe it's Davis Schneider.
You know, I got caught up there because I've been calling BBD, who's David Mendelson, I've been calling him Davis for about 3 years.
Switchies, okay.
So I'm really caught in between with those two.
You're a swap guy anyway. Standings in this series. The Toronto Blue Jays 3-2, the Dodgers 2-3. We're one game away.
But how? They're a super team.
I'm in a fight with both
I know.
fan bases right now, which is crazy. If you didn't watch every game of the Blue Jays, how'd you not know they were going to beat the Dodgers in the World Series? And the Dodgers were a flawed team that won 93 games. We're in the first place in the division for 2 games, or only. Just stop. Okay.
Yeah, unless they win the next 2 games, and then they still win the World Series. But
oh my gosh, dude! I said the Dodgers' inevitability doesn't seem so inevitable right now. Fire tweet, by the way.
Fire.
I thought at
you
least.
are fire.
And the Dodgers fans came out in droves saying, "If you must not have watched these games if you think they were inevitable. This team stinks." Yeah. I'm like, whoa.
If you can tell, Trev got sucked into the internet, so we're gonna try to wash that off this show. And I don't know, man. I think we should start talking about the Toronto Blue Jays and probably Trey Savage.
You can't start there because the top of the first, Pop, he wasn't in the game yet.
It's a great point. He had not entered the field yet, and there was 2 runs on the board because Schneider goes big fly off Snell, first pitch heater, and then Vladdy goes big fly, second pitch heater, which I don't know. Is that just, there was a decision to be made to put Schneider at the top of the lineup or in the lineup at all. They press the button, it pays off instantly. And then, I don't know, do we think they had a tip on Snell's fastball? Because Snell didn't throw his fastball until the last pitch of the second inning, or was it just like, screw this?
I think that might have been in his head. We'll probably never know. I mean, I didn't love the location of those fastballs, to be honest with you. If you're going up there saying, I'm going to be on the heater, and he comes inside like that, you keep the hands inside. Pop, that's what happens. Yeah. But it was. It went silent after that. Bo was like, can I get one of those heaters? And Snell was like, no, you're not going to get any more. But David Schneider, to go up there, and look, hasn't been great this postseason, but still, like, they just have their formula here. So he goes up there, turns on 1-0, takes the energy out of the stadium right away. Vladdy, I believe it was an 0-1 heater that he hits out, and he's just been an absolute dog. A real, like, we're talking about one of the best offensive postseasons we've seen ever. As far as, what he's been doing. So 2-0 right away and a guy like Blake Snell, you're already feeling great. We didn't know what Trey was going to have because, again, it was still the top of the freaking first. But it's just, I mean, the Blue Jays do it, man, because it wasn't just those 2 homers. And then Kirk gets on, and, Varsho, we thought hit into a double play. He ends up getting thrown out. But there's just more pressure, more pitches. So that's what they were trying to do. And that's what they do. They have good at-bats, work the count. They understood the assignment, get Blake Snell out of there and get to the bullpen. Although he went into the 7th, they've been doing this all postseason long, and they continue to do it before our guy Trey even came in and dominated the game.
Yeah, and I guess I'll counter myself. I guess it's interesting that Snell goes literally the rest of that inning not throwing a fastball. The next fastball he throws is the final pitch of the second inning. So he almost goes 2 innings basically without throwing a fastball. So what is that? That could be a lot of different things. But also, like, okay, let's reverse engineer this, that Schneider doesn't click it. First pitch fastball wasn't in a horrible spot, and Davis Schneider had been 1 for his last 10 in this postseason, getting a start. He hasn't been playing a lot because there haven't been a lot of lefties. And then Vladdy, man, I know what you're saying if you're sitting heater, but that's all. I don't want to say that's his signature swing, but there's not a lot of guys that can drop the bat head kind of at that angle, because it's not like he really fully opens up his hips. He just gets the head of the bat down there, but he's the bad man on the Blue Jays this postseason, that giving him a fastball, that's the risk you're going to run. And, yeah, instant 2-0 in the biggest game of the season.
Yeah, Vladdy creates space on the inner half, and it is the hip going a little bit. You have to do that. You have to keep your hands there, but you also have to get the hip out of the way. You see the rotation there. And, I mean, when you're able to take a pitch like that, which is, it's not a bad pitch, also not a great pitch. When you're able to take that pitch and keep it fair without it hooking, that's when you know your bat path is correct. And Vladdy's is right now because, as we've talked about so many times, these guys are looking to have good at bats. They're looking to keep their bat through the zone. So in case he doesn't get that fastball in, if it's a fastball away, the bat through the zone, now he hits a base it up the middle or base it to right field. Like, this is what they all do.
Right.
There's nobody on that team is up there trying to hook things. Like, everyone's trying to use the big part of the field. I don't know, man. It's been incredible. And again, hadn't even started talking about their starting pitcher is 22 years old, dominating.
Yes, but it was a good note that this all happened before he gets on the field, which had to feel a little better for him. And I think that was the note I was trying to say that I didn't like. Yes, Vlad's hip opens up. His foot lands where it normally does. His shoulder stays in throughout the process. That it's not like he cheated on the fastball, which would have allowed him, that some guys would have hooked it foul. Like, his intention is to go out, and getting that pitch where he did with that swing path.
I love we're talking hitting right now. Just early in the show, he's not rotational. He's through the ball, Coach. If you start to throw that shoulder there, Josh Donaldson, he talks about landing. He'd love to land with his front foot facing the pitcher, like straight ahead.
Right.
That's hip clearance. But again, like, you just want to create space here. However you do it, keeping your shoulder in allows you to keep that bat path going this way. If I start to turn my shoulder, obviously my hands and my arms are connected to my shoulder. So if I start going that way, then all of a sudden I get rotational with the barrel and I get the hooking topspin type ball flight. But these guys, because they're not trying to do that, and they're just trying to put barrel on the ball with a good swing. I mean, that's what we've seen. It's awesome, man. It's what you should be doing. We tend to get away from it from time to time because, well, I guess honestly the biggest reason, Jake, is because we pay for slug.
Yeah,
that's
big
the
time.
biggest reason.
Well, it's going to be interesting seeing going forward if Toronto can win a couple more ball games, and that's where the conversation gets ugly because they're like, well, they did slug. We just talked about 2 homers, but. I don't have my full thesis on that yet. It's where I caught myself earlier in the postseason. Slug starts with contact. Like, okay, Coach Trev.
I have a thesis. Just be strong.
Oh, okay.
Be strong and be functionally strong so you can whip the bat through the zone. You want to have bat speed. It's great. It's not the end-all, be-all. But be strong, lift, again, but be functional. Be able to, manipulate your body in the correct way. And put the fucking barrel on it, Jake.
Oh.
I'm sorry. That's an early F-bomb.
Damn.
But I'm passionate about that. You can do anything in the world and do all this, everything.
Nice.
If you can't put the barrel to the ball, it ain't going to happen for you.
Bingo.
Rule number 1, put the barrel on the ball. Because guess what? You could say, what about hitting strikes? Sure, great. But there's plenty of guys that put the barrel on the ball on balls. If you could put the barrel on the ball, you're going to be a good hitter.
Yeah,
there you go, kids.
Another weird Jake theory that I'm developing. I think guys should swing at pitches that are low middle because you can get the barrel of the bat on the ball, even though it's not necessarily a strike. I know that one's going to throw you through a loop because whatever, but that's for the offseason. I have one more hitting thing where my hitter's at. Do you like that graphic that's the swing path, green, yellow, red?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I have some, I don't know. I'm not in love with it, but I shouldn't be the judge and the jury on that.
Swing plane and pitch plane are very interesting to me. That gets really technical and nerdy sometimes. Yeah. And like there's decisions made, at least the Twins will make decisions sometimes based on, hey, this guy's swing plane matches the plane for the pitcher, so let's get him in there. I'm like, I like that.
Right.
You have a better chance, but also, can you get the barrel to the ball?
Right.
Can some guys are just
out?
Some guys just have hand-eye, like you read about.
There it is, Pablo.
Yeah, I love that.
I don't know, Coach.
I'm
they
into that
all
big
look
time.
very similar to me. I guess that's what.
I mean, how do those look similar to you?
I don't know. I mean, maybe, 2 guys compare something and you hope it looks similar.
Hand-eye, man.
Okay.
Barrel to the ball. That's all we need.
Let's start talking some Trey Savage because he ends up kind of being the full story there. Vladdy's 87.4 mile per hour swing on his first inning homer was his hardest 2025.
That's
hard. That's
real.
in Stan
What did they
range.
say? 87?
I'm gonna say that's not even right. I know that's tweeted out by. I'm saying we might have a replay review.
Holy,
because I thought
shnikes.
that's like rare, untouchable.
Junior
rare.
Caminero, isn't he the bat swing velo king at like 80 average?
I want to check it tomorrow. I might, but either way,
My boy Vladdy, functional. He's functionally strong.
He's big. He's a big, strong guy. Shout out to another first baseman. Trey Savage, 7 innings, 3 hits, no walks, 12 strikeouts. Trev, there was a while, and I was streaming this with Swilly and Norp, and Norp, he's a character. He's, should have never been put in front of a camera, but he, he was kind of doing like, are we about to watch something special? And then Kike turns on one and it's not. We still did watch something special. I mean, this has never been done by a rookie. And outside of being a rookie, the first pitcher in MLB history to have 12 strikeouts and 0 walks in a game against this Dodgers team. The first pitcher to record 12 strikeouts in a World Series since El Duque. That MFer fought for his life to get over here, that he wasn't scared of anything on a baseball field. It's one of the most impressive outings we've seen, and I don't know. Are we starting to get into a weird – because, I'll go back. Like Cam Schlittler did something similar against the Red Sox, and we said, how impressive is this? Is pitching talent just – are we going to break every pitching record at some point?
Oh.
I know, that was a lot. I got two Chris
yeah,
Rose.
I don't know.
I got 2 Chris Rose. Yesavage is nasty.
Yeah, what we saw from Yesavage tonight was control of 3 pitches, and I think a really good job of sequencing and kind of mixing them throughout the night. But, the splitter's devastating, and he would go to that, and then when he felt like somebody was on, he could still blow a fastball by you. Then he's got the slider to keep you honest. Like, everything was working for him tonight. And, yes, like I said, like he has such a unique arm angle that, like, you got to see him a few times.
Yeah.
You just do. And if he makes mistakes, you can get to him. But if he's on with that arm angle, it's just you see the swings. I mean, you don't see Freddie taking swings like that too often. Shohei will take an errant swing from time to time, but the still shot of him with the helmet off, like flailing at a pitch, like that's pretty badass for you,
right?
Savage. He was dominant. He was what Snell needed to be tonight. For the Dodgers, and he was. I don't even know what to say about him. He never gave there it is right there. Sheesh, he never gave him a chance. He really didn't. I mean, Kike got the 1 heater mistake, turned on it great. Other than that, man, it was just lights out. And I know this Dodgers team hasn't been hitting. We've talked about it. Still a good lineup. Okay, still some really really talented hitters in this lineup. Okay, so. You gotta just talk the story of the game. It's Trey Savage, and that's it. It truly is.
Yeah, I mean, there's just some crazy numbers. So it's okay. Sit on the fastball. That's what Kike got. 256 fastballs in his career before allowing his first homer on it, and that's what Kike got. And then tonight, okay. So what are we? Sit a little off speed, kid. 39 swings at off-speed pitches, 21 whiffs, 53.8%. To this Dodgers lineup. Like, this wasn't a insert team that you think is bad. I'm going to keep names out my mouth right now that we open it up and we're like, oh, wow, he mowed down a bad blank team. This is still the Dodgers. This is the World Series, and he did that on the biggest stage. It's just insane. And I saw him at one point. He struck out Ohtani, and he said, "Take a seat, geek." And I was like, whoa, Trey Savage, you must
unbelievable.
be.
Potty
That's
mouth.
crazy because we are partners with SeatGeek. And the MLB playoffs, there might be one more game. And if you're in Toronto, you're going to want that 10% discount code. The NFL is in full swing. The Joe Bros and Billie Eilish are on tour. Yep. And all the sports are kind of back, except baseball is winding down. So whatever you want to see, SeatGeek has it. 70,000 different events, music, sports, whatever you were looking for. And the code. JM Playoffs, 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. 10% off any tickets with promo code JM Playoffs. Trev,
do you know the difference in his pitch mix tonight versus what he's been throughout the year? I know we don't have a ton of data on him throughout the year. Tonight, 43% sliders. On the year, only 29% typically. 29% splitter, and last place by one pitch was the four-seamer with 28%. So that's typically a 45% pitch for him. He felt the slider was working. You know, I know he got beat on one fastball, but that's kind of feeling what's working, but also playing a little bit of chess right there. Hey, you might have a game plan against me because here's what I've done in the past, but I'm going to change everything up on you. It was a masterclass. It really was.
Yeah, and you've said it a couple times now, but the 3 pitches is so significant. And, a lot of ball people may know that. We may have some new baseball fans, but, to have 3 good ones, that you can throw for strikes and that are good enough to get past MLB hitters, it's near impossible. And, I mean, look at Dodgers 1 through 4, Ohtani, Smith, Betts, and Freeman. 4 guys that have arguments for tops at their positions went 1 for 15 with 8 Ks. It's not like, he got to the bottom lineup and cleaned up. He cleaned up on everybody. And I guess I think there's one more Toronto conversation before we get to kind of just the Dodgers side of things. They have the quote-unquote Blue Jay inning. It's the top of the 7th. Addison Barger,
Yep. Inside out ground ball base hit down third baseline. Yep.
Right. Addison Barger goes to second on the wild pitch.
Well, they're going to bunt IKF.
Right. He tried.
Couldn't do it. Then all of a sudden, hey, we're good.
We'll just
ball
take
in the dirt
that.
moves him.
Will Smith couldn't find it. Vlad Jr. walk. Enriquez comes in. So this was our conversation from yesterday. Who do you like? Who's your number 2? Because we're starting to approach Roki territory if you can tie it up or get back in this game. They go to Enriquez, who you got to love the arm talent. Was throwing 102 and threw strikes the other night. The strikes weren't really there. He walks Vladdy. He can't find it against Bo, so he throws one dead center, which I think at that point he had to aim for because he wasn't throwing strikes. Kirk walks after that. Every Toronto batter, it feels like they're not going to expand, and it feels like they're not going to try to do too much with the pitch. I know we keep saying that, but Bichette's hit 100 down the dick. Does he try to turn on it and hit it as hard as possible? No, he just takes it to right field for the RBI single.
I mean, that's kind of who he is as a hitter.
True.
But you're totally right. You know what, Coach? I'm trying not to say it. I know you're thinking about it. This is eerily similar to a couple teams last year in the World Series.
Oh.
Some sloppy baseball by the Dodgers. 4 wild pitches. Put the ball in play and see what happens against this team. I mean, they were on every fucking. I'm sorry, another one. They were on every podcast talking about how bad the Yankees were defensively, and all they had to do was put it in play. And now we're kind of seeing that getting flipped on them a little bit, Coach.
So there was a lot of extra bases. Most of that was from the battery. I mean, that 3 wild pitches in 1 inning is crazy.
Yeah, but Teo misses a ball down the line for Varsho's triple. They have not played clean baseball.
Well, and the other
Tommy Edman made an error, made up for it in the 18-inning game. There's a lot of stuff that is kind of coming back to haunt them, bite them. It's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? What goes around comes around. That's a phrase, not a word, but you got it.
It's a phrase, not a word, but I know there is a word that's ironic. Is it full circle? Is it? I don't know. Comment.
Sing
below.
Alanis Morissette right now.
Isn't it ironic?
Thank you.
Don't you think? So another thing I'm going to add to that, and that's why people are here, they're like, Jake, bring up the Yankees. This Toronto team, when the AL East goes into their planning sessions, Toronto is one of the teams that knows how to take the extra base real well. the Yankees have been bad in division the past couple seasons because those teams scout them and they know, hey, you can try and take the extra base at almost every notice. That for all those examples you're talking about, a wild pitch that sits in front of Will Smith, they got the extra base on that. The Teoscar play. Sorry, that was my South American accent leaking out.
What goes around, goes around, goes around, goes around, comes back around.
Is that the Justin?
I can't wait for
Justin
Vladdy to go on.
Timberlake?
Vladdy, come on our show. You can talk about the Dodgers all you want here and just say, yeah, all we have to do is put the ball in play against them, Poppy.
Vladdy slapped the bag on that ball to first base.
He did. That was a great play.
That a lot. He let out
That's a big play.
Let out a roar on the double play. Okay, closing the loop on that. Sneaky JT song right there. Underrated.
Yeah.
You ought to know Alanis Morissette used to be in my karaoke mix.
I think I watched an Atlantis documentary that was just fire. Sneaky hot.
Did you forget about me? Like, you really let it eat up there? People like it. They all did not like it. Get off the stage, little man. For the Dodgers, Trev, what do? We shook up the lineup a little bit. Will Smith moves up to the 2 spot. Hey, it's the weird kind of, we can almost say it too much with baseball where it's like, hey, you wash it. The kid was unhittable tonight. We said this about Toronto after the 18-inning game. Like, to the next game, it doesn't really matter or carry over. It feels like stuff's carrying over a little bit, Pop. Guys aren't hitting.
I mean, here's what's got to happen for them. They're relying for Yamamoto to save their season and force a Game 7 so everyone's you-know-whats are real, real tight.
What?
And then anything can
Core?
happen. That's what the Dodgers have to do. Yamamoto, hey, slap him on the butt a few times. Go 9, dog. You got it. You done it twice already. Do it a third time.
We're not fully to Game 6 yet. There's 2.
But you said, what do they got to do? That's what they got to do.
Yeah.
This team, I mean, okay, start hitting.
They have to hit.
Start hitting. But as the Dodgers fans have told me, if you watched them all 162, this is not a good offensive team. They've been struggling.
Nothing good.
So what's going to happen now? I mean, they have to rely on Yamamoto to go and just be an absolute stud. They got to pop a homer or 2 in Toronto, and they have to hope for a Game 7 where they can go Glasnow, Shohei, Sasaki, and nobody else put your spikes on. Opposite of all hands on deck, no hands on deck except those 3 guys. That's it. This bullpen ain't it, Coach.
I want Kershaw with the spikes on. Give me
sure,
Kershaw
but just
for
vibes.
Yeah. Just let's run that back. Yeah, I don't know. Again, some of the lame, corny playoff stuff, but that first inning in Toronto, if Shohei can clip Gossman and it can be 1-0, and they need Yamamoto to be special, they need him to go at least 7 and get it to Roki. But if Roki pitches 3 innings, what's that for Game 7? But it doesn't matter because it's literally do or die. Are you okay? This feels a little unfair because it's the Dodgers and they're some of the best hitters ever. What do they do? Is there anything? I know you're a high velo guy and that's your answer for a lot of stuff. But what do you do to try to shake this off, Taylor Swift?
Oh, nice.
Click.
I think it's very difficult to change your approach at the 11th hour.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My big thing to get out of slumps all the time. There's 2: bunt for a base hit and extreme velo. Overwork the velo. Get in the cage, see something coming 105 at you, slow everything down. And then you got to tell yourself not to get big. Pick your spots if you want, but I think if you're ever going up there the way they're approaching it right now, if they're ever going up there trying to slug, it's not going to happen. Now, if they go up there saying, wow, like Coach Trev said, let's just get the barrel to the ball, slug will happen. It'll happen. It really will. So really minimizing excess movement, trying to put the barrel on the ball as best they can, that can help. But I think a little small ball here and there, man, the bottom of the lineup needs to get going. Do something. Alex Call had a good swing on a bad pitch. He kind of almost got past Varsho on that one, but like those guys, Shohei came up to bat with a runner on one time, and it was Alex Call barely walked. He wanted to strike out again. Like you got to be able to get that bottom of the lineup going, and then hope the top 4 in your lineup can produce kind of out of nowhere. But if we're being honest, Coach, like it's all in Yamamoto's hands for the Dodgers. And the Blue Jays, we're gonna be ourselves, Coach.
Right.
We gonna be all right.
Oh, nice.
It's a music pod.
It's kind of is, which is really because I think neither of us are known for our music. Although we were in your car, we were cranking through the streets of L.A. to some beats.
It was a Gucci Mane and like Juice Man. Yeah. Well, damn.
Yeah, that's what people call us on the Reddit threads.
They call me Ploofy Mane.
Ploofy Mane. Oh. Nobody likes that. Davis Schneider, second player to hit a leadoff homer off the first pitch of a World Series game since Derek Jeter, I guess. Game 4, 2000, so that's pretty cool. Vladdy's 54 total bases are the second most in a postseason to Randy Arozarena, the best to ever do it. 10 away from Randy, by the way. How sick was that? That MFR is not real. And yeah, man, the Snell giving up homers, he gave up 3 in the regular season, and he gave up 2 on the first 3 pitches. So, kind of baby snaps for him, locking in and keeping this a game after getting punched in the mouth. But also you got punched in the mouth, and your team wasn't able to score that many runs.
I mean, the final line looks terrible because Enriquez came in and couldn't record an out.
Which happened to
and
Shohei
really,
last night.
He's going to end the World Series with just a really, really bad 2 games pitched. The overall numbers are like 12 2/3 innings pitched with like 11 runs or something like that.
Yes, game 1 was bad. He was good tonight. If they had a bullpen, I don't think he comes out for that final inning. But they don't have a bullpen.
Sure. Agreed. I mean, he was at, I have it, what did he start that inning with? He started it, I was trying to write it down, 78 pitches to start the inning, the top of the 6th. He went 1, 2, 3. That's great. I didn't write what he did at the end.
I mean, he came
116th pitch, Cage Schneider, 110th pitch by Snell. He walked Jimenez on that curveball that kind of got away from him. So the pitch count was up there. He did all he could.
I know. That's where I'm saying, I don't think he should be knocked for this one. He came into that final inning with 92. Think about what you just said. He threw he threw a $116. We don't see those numbers anymore. And I will, to our show listeners, thank you. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Go check out some old Randy Johnson and David Cone box scores, because 116 used to be Al Leiter. They used to throw 140, 160. Am I Chris Rose? I'm jumping
Burt
into
Blyleven used to throw 500 pitches in a game.
Burt Blyleven, he pitched both games of the doubleheader.
I mean, he kind of did. If you look, people in the chat, you could be older.
Yeah.
I think we have a variety of ages watching the show. If you're younger, have no idea who Burt Blyleven is, that's fine. He is hilarious. You love him. Yeah. Go check out the Baseball Reference and see some of the innings pitched during the years. I mean, he's one of many in that era, but that was kind of like what he wanted to do.
Right.
And now I got to get it up.
I'm going. I was one step ahead of you. I mean, the people are here. 94.5 career WAR for Burt, by the way, if you're about that life. We got a 325 innings and 73. That's 25 complete games from Burt there. In 85.
25 complete games, 9 shutouts.
And
he was Cy Young 7.
In 85, 37 starts, 24 complete games.
He had a 9.8 WAR that year, a 2.52 ERA, 325 innings, 9 shutouts, 25 complete games. He led the league in FIP and was Cy Young 7. Who was ahead of him? Now I'm going there. Jim Palmer.
Yeah, good. Nolan Ryan plays.
Burt Blyleven by far had the best year of any of these guys.
If you go back and redo awards, it becomes interesting.
Yes.
That's a
We've
pretty
talked
good
about that.
Yeah, enough of that. Again, if you're looking slightly more modern, David Cohn in 95, 135 pitches against Seattle. And then he followed that later in the series, 5 days later against Seattle, and threw 147. So, like, the arm can do it. I guess they weren't throwing 98 and as hard as they could. Whatever. That's off-season stuff.
Nolan Ryan struck out 383 people that
Good year. And they were trying to hit for contact. That guy. Trev, let's tee up Game 6 a little more, and we do have to do it in Wednesday fashion, even though it's Thursday on the East Coast. Excuse me. I'm still all out of sorts from my LA trip. And it starts with DK Bet the Cycle. That's right, people. We do a single, double, triple, and a homer with our friends from DraftKings. Use code JMBaseball when you sign up at the DraftKings Sportsbook. You getting on or you getting over, Coach?
I'm driving you in,
You're
Coach.
powerful. Well, that's good because the single is Yoshinobu Yamamoto to go 5+ innings and have 5 strikeouts. He literally has to. It's like a requirement.
That is the easiest bet you're ever going to have right there.
Complete game.
Not gambling advice.
6.2 in 3 of his last 4 and 3 of the 4 postseason starts. 7 in 3 of the 4 for strikeouts. So that's our single. We're getting on.
He has to go over 5 innings.
Has to.
Like, yes. For the double, Ernie Clement to record 2 or more hits. I mean, that's all this guy does. He'll dive for a single on an infield ground ball. He'll drive one into the gap. Whatever you need. He's hitting .391 this postseason. 8 multi-hit games in 16 postseason games. He's a menace.
Most importantly, producer Rob has been betting this all postseason, and he's done good because Clement has 8 postseason multi-hit games so far. What a sick puppy, both of them. The triple, Mookie Betts to homer. Mookie is 3 for 23. He's very clearly a click off, but he has a .306 lifetime batting average against Kevin Gausman, an .869 OPS, and 53 plate appearances. Now's the time, Mook.
For the home run.
You got. Big game.
I get to choose between either the Dodgers to force a Game 7 or the Blue Jays to win the World Series in 6. Now, Dodgers fans are telling me this team stinks. 93 wins.
It's never the team.
The stat I was going to give you was from April 28th on, they spent 2 days out of first place. But people were telling me that this team stinks, and we should have known all along. Awesome. I'm doing this because I'm an entertainer. Okay, and I understand show business. And I understand, you know what baseball wants more than anything? Game 7. Yamamoto. Dodgers force a Game 7. Everyone's you-know-whats are super tight.
Thank you for keeping it tight, Coach Trev. And thank you to our friends at DraftKings. Stay in on the action with DraftKings same-game parlays or their live betting. Might have won a pitch speed bet tonight. Didn't tell anyone about it. New customers, bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass. You're going to need something to watch, people. And get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code JMBaseball. JMBaseball. $300 in bonus bets instantly if your first $5 bet hits. Plus 3 months of NBA League Pass. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Game 6, Coach. Halloween. It's spooky
I'm getting
season.
in trouble, by the way, by my wife.
I know.
Yeah.
I feel
We wrestled about it this morning.
Shout out to the I hope you guys figured it out. Shout out to all the parents that are going to have to wrestle some Halloween in baseball. It's a little easier on the East Coast, I think, because you can kind of wrap up Halloween a little earlier for the 8 p.m. game. You're in it. I don't.
Yeah, because we try to take our kids a little earlier, so 5 o'clock game.
Right.
I'm going to have a bunch of kids and everyone and their cousins at my house trying to watch this game. We will be in costume.
Can you reveal, or do you want to keep it a secret till Halloween?
I actually think it's really lame when people are like not going to tell you the costume.
Right.
So I'm going to tell you my costume. I'm Guy
Okay.
Fieri, of course.
Right. Oh,
Oh, you didn't know?
I didn't know.
Oh, I got a great Guy Fieri costume. Can't wait.
I did know. I didn't hear what you said at first. You said it quick,
Okay.
and I thought it was a Lord of the Rings character, so I just nodded through it. I'm very excited for your Guy Fieri. You said it kind of.
Thank you.
I'm being Guy Fieri. I was like, oh yeah, he must have fought Gollum and shit, and I forgot. I'm very what I. I'm asking this as a friend. What's Liv being? Are you guys a
I think
tandem
she's
or
still
no?
figuring it out. She was gonna be like
Okay.
a waitress, like at a diner, which would have made
Right.
sense. But she's like a procrastinator when it comes to this, so she's probably gonna be like a sexy cat, which is a win-win.
That's kind of my lane, Liv. Why don't you back the hell out? I know you just said you hated this. I have a little something fun crafted up for Halloween, so I'm gonna tease that for the people.
My costume's so good, I can't tell you because you might copy it.
I think you might like it. That's all I'll say. And anything else baseball-wise? Look at that. The World Series cup, the World Series hat.
This is a pretty good hat.
That's a pretty good hat. You can pull that off because you host the best baseball show in the world.
Of
and,
all
like,
time.
top 5 with Baseball Today, whatever. Anything else for Game 6? Like, are the Dodgers? Did the Dodgers do more lineup funk? Is there anything they can do?
I would love to see a Ha-Seong Kim.
I know.
A spark, man. There's not a lot of energy offensively, and obviously, I mean, they haven't hit, so you're not gonna get a spark. And I told you, like the regular games, the Blue Jays have dominated. Like it was that way again.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
So make it an irregular game somehow.
I can't get Miggy Rowe out of my head too, just from the standpoint of like, okay, maybe getting Mookie off short could clear his head, and maybe Miguel Rojas makes a play. Maybe he's in a position to bunt.
Where are you gonna put Mookie? Put him at second?
Put him at second.
Out of nowhere?
Dave Roberts talking about Mookie pressing a little bit and just do your job. It is true. They were down 2-1 last year to the Padres. They took care of it. Freddie was talking about that. I don't know. I need another shakeup. And, like, is the answer putting Tommy Edman in center? Because I think I'm okay with that to get Ha-Seong Kim or Miggy Rowe in the game. Like, I think you got to do something.
Yeah, they got to change it up. I like that they got rid of the lefty, like the Shohei, Mookie, Freddie, like lefty kind of lane.
Okay.
By putting Will Smith in there and putting Mookie at third, that takes that away from John Schneider. Like that was a good move.
Yeah.
But the bottom, Call or Pajes, they haven't really done much. So you got to figure it out.
Do you move Kike up? I know that's in the regular season that feels so bizarre, but I know who this guy is in October. And then if you're Dave Roberts, if you do that and you lose, that was kind of a panic move. You do that in a win, and it's like, this guy, is he a genius? The sixth sport we enjoy. Anything else, Coach?
Trying to show you that I was trying to edit that Ha-Seong Kim.
Yeah, if you could find that, that would be big for my
I said
personally.
like I just after a while I just said, hey, put Ha-Seong Kim in a milk carton. Just like yelled at it, and this is what it did.
Okay, get that off the screen.
That's not.
Please get that off the screen. If the Dodgers, if things were low, that might be the low point.
Like I don't know. That's somebody.
God, I like you and AI wrestling.
Just battling.
You've done a lot of wrestling today.
13-minute wrestle session.
Let's call it. Thank you for everyone that's been tuning in all postseason long, all year long, all half decade long. This show's been going on. You guys are the absolute best. We might have one more game. No way.
Jake's Can't wait to see your costume, bro. You've just put it like on a pedestal.
I know.
It better be
I know,
worth it.
and I get that. It hits a lot of chords.
Okay.
It hits a lot of chords. Are there going to be a couple Coronas on the stream Friday night? I don't know. Halloween? Thanks, everyone.